Alpha is a term that is used quite a lot, and by this time I would say that it is purely diluted and we do not even know what alpha truly means, right? So this thing about the misconception of what an alpha means has just propagated so much that now we are in a day and age where just everyone is talking about alpha, beta, gamma, sigma and all of that shit. In the midst of all of it, we have just lost the definition, we have just lost the purpose, right? So here I am just to talk about being alpha and what not being alpha is, right? First of all, you need to realize this, yeah, if you're trying to be alpha, you're definitely not alpha, because an alpha is not trying. Okay, so when an alpha is out there, he's not trying to appear an alpha, right? He's not very concerned with the appearances, just like you guys are. So if you're trying to be alpha, you clearly are not, right? An alpha spends most of his life just working and owning on himself, just building himself up. And here are 23-year-olds, fucking 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds who just assume themselves to be alpha and just fucking act without any base, any grounds for it, right? If we talk about the cycle, men go through their ages and everything. In their 20s and everything, they just try to figure shit out, they just try to make shit, they just try to achieve things in life, try to find who they are. And by their 30s, they really, I would say, achieve their true core, or towards the late 20s, they just achieve their true core and they are at a place where they realize, okay, this is what I am and this is what I want. But unfortunately, that's not something that's happening in the current day and age, because men, or you can say boys or people in general, they are so much serious and so much basically looking forward to just quick hacks of validation, right, rather than working on the real things that matter, right? So what's an alpha, you might ask, and I would just say someone who cares more about what needs to be done rather than caring about what he wants in that moment, right? And that's basically who a leader is. That's basically a person who would kill in life, who would absolutely achieve great stuff in life, rather than someone who would just go after the momentary validations all the time. A person goes for what he feels like he needs right now. A person who feels basically the lack of something and he wants to achieve it because that's what he feels the lack of, right? That is how it's supposed to be actually. Alpha is someone who basically works on something and achieves it. Delayed gratification, that, right? And that is what I would say, something that you need to eventually work on, rather than trying to focus on what the term alpha means in itself, right? Because I can tell you, if you're trying to be an alpha, you're definitely not one, right? Alpha is something that you become eventually when there are things bigger than you in your life. And that is what an alpha is. People would want to listen to him because he has some substance, he has some grounding, he has some experiences to share and some things to teach. So guys, stop trying to be alpha and try to work hard and achieve shit, because when you achieve shit, you by default are an alpha. That was crazy, right? But do you know what's crazier? Click this playlist right here and you will see in real life hidden camera footage of me approaching and attracting beautiful women in no time. I'll also be breaking down what I said to them, how I got them attracted in minute details. So don't delay guys, click the playlist right now and I'll see you on the other side.